So much for staying with us. A national education program has a local chapter here in the Triad. The Children's Defense Fund's Freedom School officially kicked off at Wake Forest University last week, and it will continue through mid-July. So here to tell us more about it is Danny Parker Moore. She is an assistant professor at Wake, also the executive producer of its Freedom School. Good morning. Thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you.
So can you just first explain what the Freedom School is and how it got started at Wake Forest?
Yeah, the Freedom School is a national program that serves children K through 12 across the country to prevent summer slide. It does it in a culturally way, a culturally responsive way, and we look at serving the whole child with parent engagement. We have field trips, but the main idea really is to prevent summer slide so that children return back to school ready to go.
Why would you say that this program is so important, especially in this area?
What we know is that research indicates that kids can lose as much as 20% of what they gained in the school year in the summer just from not being engaged. So having a program that's culturally responsive through the books that the children read, research also shows us that if children see books that look like them and books that show them opportunities of what they could possibly be and achieve in the world, that also helps inspire learning. And so we want to prevent summer slide. Summer slide basically adds up over time, and you could be several years behind your counterparts if you are not engaged in the summer. So it's really critical that children are working in the summer, but in a fun way as well.
Well, what a great opportunity for them through this program. And we heard there was grant funded research into this program and its impact on kids. What did you learn from that?
Yeah, we're in year two of a Spencer Foundation grant that we are partnering with the Children's Defense Fund, Wake Forest University, and WFDD. And the goal is really to understand the efficacy that kids have around reading, so how comfortable they feel. And also, we're looking at them being civically engaged because of the things that they learn and see through their books. And then the third component is looking at the servant leader interns, and that's their college students who are their teachers, how they feel delivering the curriculum. And so, what we've seen in some initial data collection is really the servant leader interns, which are college kids, after attending the national training that the Children's Defense Fund hosts, that they feel really confident about delivering these materials, helping navigate conversations, and really thinking about culturally diverse books. And so, that was one of the things we found. And we've just now really started looking at where the students are for the pre-test data around what grade levels they're on.
Well, can you just speak more to how this program works, what the day-to-day looks like, and how that encourages civic engagement? You're saying that's the goal here.
Yeah, so we start each day with breakfast, and then we go into Harambe, which is a Swahili word for come together, and that's just the morning meeting. It's just fun in there. The kids are really excited for the day. It sets the mindset for the day of really thinking about we're going to have a great day, and you can really make a difference in yourself. And so part of that is building up their confidence around who they are as individuals. Then they go into the integrated reading curriculum portion of the day, which is led by the servant leader interns. They're reading books together, they're taking information, they're learning how to understand what the text is saying, and then they work collaboratively with their peers in the classroom. The afternoons are spent doing a variety of activities, such as we've had chemistry professors do cool experiments with them. They have different opportunities to go on field trips throughout Winston-Salem. And then we take part also because there are several sites in Winston-Salem and something called Jubilee, which is a huge Harambe for with all of the sites in town. So they have enrichment in the morning, and then they have fun engagement in the afternoon. And then once a week have parent meetings. And so parents are encouraged to attend and learn about opportunities in the community. And they also can participate throughout the summer by volunteering. So it is a full day at Freedom School.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I'm glad that the parents can get involved as well. That way, when they're asking their kid, how was your day? They actually know what all the things they were doing for that. So
Yes.
awesome. Thank you so much, Danny, for your time this morning. And everyone at home, you can learn more about Wake Forest Freedom School by visiting education.wfu.edu. And we're going to also have this link posted on our website later on today. The session is already closed for this year, but you can always maybe look into next year for your kid.